Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and in this video I'm going to review to you the newest episode of Victorious that just aired a couple minutes ago called Star Spangled Tori. Now, I was really looking forward to this episode. I thought it sounded like a really great plot, and it did not disappoint. I found this to be one of the, maybe one of the funniest episodes of the series, I think. Everyone was spot on tonight. Really, really great performances, mainly from Victoria Justice and Ariana Grande, but I'll get to all of them in a second. But the plot was basically about Tori was going to sing the national anthem for a basketball game, and everyone's telling her, you can't forget the lyrics, you can't forget the lyrics, you can't forget the lyrics, and she's so worried that she's going to forget the lyrics, so she practices really hard. And then when the basketball game comes on, this dog basically attacks her in the middle of the song, and she finishes the song with the dog, and I found that to be very funny. But then what happens is Jade ends up, not Jade, but someone ends up putting it online. It's a huge hit, of course, and Tori doesn't want to see it. But then she is basically booked to be on this show, which basically was with this guy named Chris Brand, I think it is, and Chris Brand basically is this guy who has this show, but he's always pranking celebrities. So he puts her on the show, tells her she's going to sing a song and how she's going to perform for the dog, but in reality he tells her how, he tells the audience, she goes away, he tells the audience, okay, we're going to play a little prank on, and I'm going to try to do my best impression. Okay, we're not really going to commercial break, we're going to play a little prank on Tori here. See, we got this dog right here, this is a stuffed dog that is filled with juicy spaghetti. And this is a uranium bomb. Now when I push this button at the end of Tori's song, I'm going to push this button, and when I push this button, this Tori will have spaghetti all over her face, and Andre and Beck can hear this, and they're not happy with this, so they go to get rid of the dog. They take the uranium bomb out of it, and they end up, at the end of Tori's song, which I really liked, they end up bombing Chris Brand's chair, and I thought that was just hilarious, really funny. But the subplot, I think I kind of like this subplot a lot tonight. I found this to be a very good subplot and great character development too for Kat. I thought Ariana Grande gave a fantastic performance tonight. Basically, Kat is hiding something from Jade and Robbie and everybody because Robbie said he saw her brushing her teeth in the girls' bathroom, and of course Jade asked why he was in the girls' bathroom, and there's your little innuendo of the episode. Every episode has some kind of sexual innuendo, and I think really deep down Robbie was in the girls' bathroom to see Kat, so I think he really does like Kat. We know he likes Kat, and I was hoping this would be the episode where they get together, because there's only one episode left, which I'll talk about in a minute. But basically, we find out that Kat has been sleeping at school because her brother has some kind of bad medical condition, and so he has to go to Idaho with her parents, and they want her to live with her aunt and her uncle, but she doesn't want to live with them because they have very strict rules. And she says how she would really like to live with her Nunu, as she calls her grandma basically, but she calls her her Nunu, her Nuna, that's what she calls her Nuna. And we find out that her Nuna actually does live close by her, so Kat can live there. Okay, but overall I found that to be a very great subplot, and overall I found this to be a very great episode. I really did enjoy it. Okay, now I want to give a little retrospective, because this was the second to last episode. Next week is the last episode. First off, I am so disappointed that what happened to Dan Schneider. Dan Schneider was robbed this season. Dan Schneider, you were robbed. We heard what the plot of the show was probably going to be. Dan Schneider said it would have been a huge finale. Everyone would have gotten closure. Kids would have graduated. Something big would have happened to Hollywood Arts. Everything would have gone great. Kat and Robbie would have gotten together. It would have been fantastic. But what happens? Nickelodeon decides to just going to cancel the show. Dan Schneider said he would have wanted to make one more episode, but he can't make one more episode. And I'm really upset about that because this next episode that's coming on is just going to end on a regular episode. It's not going to end on an actual, it's not going to end on a series finale. It's just going to end on an actual episode. iCarly gets closure and Victorious doesn't? What? How come iCarly gets closure and Victorious doesn't? I mean, Sam and Cat is going on. I hear that Sam and Cat's going to have a lot of closure. I'm thinking that Freddie is going to come on Sam and Cat, and then Robbie's also going to come on Sam and Cat, and maybe they'll all live together. Because maybe Sam and Freddie will get back together, and then Cat and Robbie will be back together. I just want Cat and Robbie to get together, okay? I really like them. Cat and Robbie are my two favorite characters on this show. But this show really is just an amazing show, probably the best show Nickelodeon has ever done because it's so different. There's a lot of music and really shows you what it can be like in, you know, entertainment purposes. I think really the first time I saw this show, the first thing I loved was Ariana Grande. I loved her character. I loved Cat from the start. Cat was not my favorite character from the start. I loved everyone, but it took me a while. I think once we got to like Tori the Zombie, which basically Cat was the star of that episode. She made that episode. She stole it. That's when I fell in love with Cat's character. That's why I love Cat so much. That's why she's my favorite character. And, you know, Ariana Grande does a great job playing her. But I'm really upset that this show is going to end. And really, I just want to say that Victorious is an awesome show. And it definitely deserves some confetti. Not happy birthday, sorry. I hit the wrong thing. It deserves confetti. This isn't exactly confetti, but no, it's not their birthday, but it deserves some kind of confetti. So Victorious is an awesome show. We will definitely miss it. I'm so upset that it's ending, and I'm so, ignore this happy birthday thing right here. I'm just throwing the confetti because Victorious is just an amazing show. I have to applaud it. These episodes have been fantastic, and I'm really upset that it's ending because they're not even giving it a proper ending. Hopefully, Sam and Cat can make it a proper ending, but I don't think that's going to happen. If there was proper ending, I probably would not be, this video would probably not be like this. I'd still be upset that Victorious is ending. I mean, I'm so upset that the show is ending. Because I read an article, and this is the stupidest article ever. They said, like, in 5 years, the only new show that's going to be on Nickelodeon, that's on Nickelodeon right now, is SpongeBob. That's the only new show, that's the only show that's going to be on Nickelodeon, is SpongeBob. I like SpongeBob, but I haven't watched SpongeBob in like 2 years. In 2 years, I have not watched SpongeBob, and that's crazy. That tells you something. SpongeBob is not the most popular show on this, but Victorious, I still gotta give it confetti. I mean, just everything, just wow. Next week, I will definitely be doing a big retrospective on it. It's gonna be quite long, probably. Next week is the last episode of Victorious. I'm really upset because, as I said, it's not getting the proper ending. It's not getting what it deserves. This show deserves so much more than what it should be getting. And I'm just so upset that it's not getting a proper ending. Alright, that's enough confetti. But in all seriousness, Victorious, amazing show.